Oh yeah, testing, testing, testing. Is this working? Yeah, I think it is. Hallelujah. Are we alive? Are we alive? Yeah, we're alive. Are we allowed to say that in the live stream? I don't know. Guitar live stream. Hallelujah. That sounds like a different type of live stream. I don't know. Don't ask me. Anyhow, welcome, because today I want you to feel especially welcome. This should be a session for everyone, because we all need to maintain our instruments, and the more we have, the more we need to spend in terms of time and or money on maintenance. It's just the way it works. We have to think of it as luthiers being a little doctor for our guitars. So hopefully you guys can see and hear me. I am using a different phone now, so hopefully my mic, or you can hear me and there's not too much hum going on. Okay, well, you give me a shout if you can't hear me. Let's see if I can get some stats. Is anybody watching this? Usually I can get some freaking stats. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Stats are here. I can see there is Facebook, there is YouTube, and there's Instagram. So whenever I look at this direction, it's because I'm reading my laptop screen. Sound is good, and so is video. Thanks so much for confirming, Patriot. Means the world. Thank you. I can then go on and speak about more important stuff than boring technical issues. So I've been, schools have recess here, so I've been taking it easy, and I've been trying to prioritize other stuff than what I typically do during my work hours. Crystal clear. Thank you, Ron. So that includes maintenance. So I've already done a few things. I'm going to show you right now, I think. So what I've done during this, I don't know, autumn recess or Halloween recess, I don't know what you call it, is I did this kind of contour, and it turned out really good. I mean, if you ask me, my expectations were set low. But basically, there was no cutaway here. There's a standard kind of LP, Les Paul style binding and just a stiff, straight, no nothing. So I brought out my Dremel tool and my mask and all that stuff, and I fixed this, and it turned out really nice. The only thing is, the only finish I had was what's it called? That linseed oil is the word. So the only finish I had was linseed oil and linseed oil, and I think it would have been cool with something glossy, because it's kind of slippery, but it's still much more comfortable. So hopefully you'll be seeing that in some videos. Kvekard. Yes, I have tried the Solar guitars. I have one gifted to me by Ola himself, and I love it. It's a really good guitar. So yes, the answer is yes. Let's see here. I wonder, we got lots of YouTubers, but where are the freaking... Oh, there they are. Sorry, I missed lots of comments there. We can hear you, NM. Awesome. Jessica, Sherry, awesome. Gerson from Facebook, awesome. Ronaldinho, I can say Purna, whatever that means. Nice guitar, awesome. Give me one. No, you can have them. Okay, so cool. I did this just a few days ago, again during this school recess, and now, where the hell am I gonna put this? And a few days before that, I did something even more important, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. I crowned and polished these frets, and you probably noticed this is one of my favorite guitars, or at least has been recently. And I have this really nice scallop job done to it, or I did it myself. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that it's nice when I do it myself. I do need a haircut. True. But anyhow, what I did was I polished and I crowned these frets. I rounded them and I polished them, and yeah, they turned out pretty nice. Let's see. Ouch. I hate having lights in my face. I don't think I would ever stand being a rock and roll star because I just can't stand light in my face. But there you have it, for the sake of seeing my fret crowning. So exactly, what tool did I use to crown these frets? That's a great question. Her shell. So, and yeah, this is a Fujigen Iliad standard tiller. So the tools I used to crown this are exactly the tools we'll be using today. And I'll be showing you them right here and right now, probably, at least in a minute. But I'm just going to put this guitar back because we're going to be working on this Ibanez today. So I actually invested in a tool set from, what's it called? Oh, there you can see it. It's this one. From Music Nomad. And to be honest with you, it was pretty expensive. But since I have many guitars, and, you know, just having the frets crowned, or first leveled and then crowned, it can easily cost you $200 to $300, or if you're in Europe, so around the same amount in euros. But with this set, you have everything to kind of level down if there's the occasional fret sticking up, and that usually happens. My experience is it happens with all guitars after you bought them. If you bought a new guitar, what happens is after a year or so, there's a movement in the wood, usually around where the neck, where the neck meets the body. So let me see if I can show you that. So somewhere around here. Now it depends, of course, the actual fret is going to depend, you know, on the guitar you have. Siddharth, I remember you. So, but where the neck meets the body is usually where there's a movement in the wood, and basically that fret wire is going to stick out, and you're going to get buzzing. And then it's tempting to just raise the string action, and you can do that, but it just kills playability, and it just doesn't make sense if there's just one offending fret. So if that happens, let's see if I can do this. I'd like to get better light. If that happens, I can just use like first the fret rocker, and I'm going to try that on this guitar now. And if I find an offending fret, I can use one of these diamond files to just get that one down. And when I've done that and I'm ready to crown the whole guitar, so basically round the top of the fret wire, when I'm ready to do that, I can grab my crowning file. And because I didn't have any of these, I didn't have even a good fret rocker, I sure didn't have these like spot level tools. I just had a big level tool to level the whole fretboard. And also some very good tools for measuring. Well, I decided to get this set, so that's what I'll be using today. Music Nomad, I think it's around like $500, but you could just buy this file because this is a diamond file and it's pretty damn good. I'm going to be using it now. Okay. Randucci, thanks so much for digging my guitar work. If your guitar buzzes on higher frets, I don't know what to do. Can you please tell me what to do? So if the guitar buzzes on the higher frets and it has worked previously, but all of a sudden it doesn't, then there is a possibility you might need to do this, but it could also simply be a matter of adjusting the truss rod, especially if it started happening after you changed to another string gauge or something like that. But if it buzzes, it either means the strings are too close to the fret wire and you need to adjust the action, or it means you have an offending fret like what I'm going to be searching for here, and you're going to have to level that one. And once you have leveled the fret, then you need to crown it in order to get that really exclusive feel. And let's face it, a lot of times when you buy a high-end guitar, you actually pay a lot of money for just what I'm going to be doing now. Now, granted, it might be by a luthier that has more skills than me, but still, just the leveling and then the crowning of the guitar, that's easily, I would say, $200 or $300 or more from if you buy like a high-end guitar. It depends what country it's done. I'm not really an engineer. I'm a self-made engineer. And I'm definitely not a luthier either, but yeah, like I said, I have many guitars and I don't want to pay for someone else doing it for me, and I don't really want to be bothered either, because I think it's a pretty fun job to do, at least when my schedule allows it. I don't think it's boring or anything like that. It's just that I'm kind of busy, so sometimes I'm contemplating, you know, giving one of my guitars to a luthier and have it fixed, but I still always end up doing the stuff myself now. Okay, so let's get started. Here's the fret rocker. So I think I did this recently and there were no offending frets, but I'm gonna be doing a quick check again. Why? Well, if you discover after you've crowned the frets, so after you've made them round and shiny, that there is an offending fret, then you have to go back and do it again. Gary from the Philippines, what's up? Oh, Yamaha Pacifica, that's a guitar I'd love to try. So anyhow, I'll be positioning the fret rocker on 3 frets, and if it is rocking, in other words, if it's moving back and forth, just a little bit obviously, then that means we have an offending fret. And usually that tends to happen where the neck meets the guitar body. Now I'm testing a little bit everywhere, but like I said, I think I did this just a few days ago when I started thinking about possibly doing some fret crowning, and I couldn't find any offending frets, so I think we're going to be good here. Yeah. Now, I did buy this guitar new, and it came with a fantastic setup. But then, like I said in the beginning of the stream, there was a slight movement in the wood and there was some buzzing happening. So I decided to just level it, because at the time I didn't have these this crowning kit. So I use my it's called Katana by Rectify Master. And I use this tool, which is a very cool tool because you can actually bend it so that it's bent like the action of the fretboard. So I can kind of squeeze this under the strings and I can do some filing. So I did that, and that produces good results, but you get these really flat frets. So I managed to get the action down, but I messed up playability a little bit. I sound like a Guitar Center. Well, that's cool. What I'm going to do now is pretty much compensate for this mistake that I did a bunch of years ago. In other words, leveling the guitar without crowning it. So I think we're good. Like I said, I've already done this as far as I can remember, and we shouldn't have any rocking frets now. We're okay. So maybe I'll just show you here it's rocking a little bit actually. Okay, so this is really not much, but it's a little bit. So I'm gonna mark that with my pen. I have this permanent marker, so I remember where this happens. Okay, so you can see now. I wonder if it's just the image is a little bit burnt here. Maybe that's better. Okay, so I'm going to be using one of the tools, the Diamonds tools, straight away, because I managed to find ever so slight rocking fret here. So in other words, an offending fret where the fret wire is a little bit high compared to the two adjacent frets. And obviously, if you want to be able to lower the action of your guitar, you're going to have a somewhat, even fret height. Otherwise, you're going to get a problem. Yes, this is an Ibanez Prestige. It's an RG652AHM. Okay, so we did find a place that we're going to be treating with our diamond file, and it's yeah, it's so messy here. I already lost the pen. Can you guys see it? I just had the freaking pen here just a minute ago. Damn it. So, kids, or adults, or uncles like me, this is why you want to keep things tidy. Otherwise, you just lose stuff. Now, I had the freaking marker pen just a freaking minute ago, and it's gone. Come on, marker pen. Not now when I need you the most. Where are you, marker pen? Can you see the marker pen? Oh, the Petira. Thank you for the support. So, I just told you guys I'm going to use the marker pen. And then I freaking put it somewhere, and I can't find it. Yeah, the marker pen is gone. Oh, it's there on the floor. You couldn't possibly have seen that. Okay. There you see. You shouldn't have a messy studio. This is what happens. Anyhow, the whole fret was rocking. Now, just to go back to what I said earlier about it usually being where the neck meets the body. Let's see where it happened. So the offending fret is here. And yes, boy was I right, exactly there. So we can be sure that even now, several years after production, it's still moving a little bit. The wood is still moving a little bit. So I'm happy I found that now. I guess I didn't check carefully enough last time. It's a very slight issue, but it's still good because we get to try the diamond filing. Oh, a little bit on the next fret as well. So what we're going to have to do now when we bring the first offending fret down, once we're done with that, we're going to have to check the adjacent frets again, because what can happen is when you've leveled one down, then you discover the next offender, because usually it's an area that kind of gets bumped when there is wood movement. It's not just a fret, it's a little bit of the area usually which, again, where the neck meets the body. But this is interesting. Yeah, there's definitely 3 frets there. I guess I didn't do a good job there a few days ago when I did a quick check. I mean, it's kind of subtle. It's not the biggest bump here, but it will affect my ability to bring the string action down. So what I'm going to try to show you now, it's hard with this light, unfortunately. Let's see if I can do this, perhaps. Yeah, it's better. So, yeah, there, maybe you can tell. Yeah, you can see where I used the pen there. Those are the places, you know, the black area is where I'm gonna be using the file. But maybe you can also see that the fret wire is a little bit flat at times. And that's where I've applied the fret leveling. So, yeah, I'm gonna now that I found my marker pen, I'm gonna reinstate the soft surface here for my guitar. Okay, so here are the files, the diamond files I'll be using. There are 3 sizes depending on where you're gonna do this. Since I'm pretty high up now, I might just use the smallest one. Let's see. What is Instagram saying? I'm trying to keep track of. There are comments from different platforms. No, not many comments there. So let's try this. Oh yes. So I can immediately see that I'm removing the black from the marker pen. So I'm immediately bringing down the fret wire a little bit. And the way this works is it's a clever construction where the diamond is in the middle. And on the edges, there is no diamond. So the edges will be resting on the 2 adjacent frets. And that's how you know that you're not bringing down the fret wire too much. And this is obviously essential if you're an amateur like me, because if I just started leveling down the fret, I would definitely go too far, and then I will have created many more issues, you know, than I started off with. But this is somewhat, I don't know, dummy proof, perhaps is a good word. Yep. So I'm happy I discovered this now and not after I started crowning. You know what? Maybe I can just bring down the phone like this. Let's see if this works. So let's try it again. So here's the fret I've been working on, and as you could tell, it was black when I started off. So if I try that again, and hopefully now I won't be able to remove as much from the marker pen, because I will have brought the height of the, this lamp is messing with me, because I will have brought the height of the fret wire down. Damn it. I need to buy new equipment, I think. This lamp is horrible. Okay, there we go. So one more attempt, and I managed to bring it down a little bit more. You can see the color is a little bit gone. Jacob, you can't find my Instagram account. It's Christopher Dahl on Instagram. YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok is Christopher Dahl. And on Facebook, I use the GMC Guitar Lessons account, which is the one I've been building for like 10 or 15 years. And we started that account when GMC was at its prime, you know, the GMC website. But now I do equally as much work on my, you know, my personal accounts and just me playing guitar, and not necessarily through the GMC website. Okay, I'm bringing down the fret wire here. Okay, we have some spammers. Hopefully you guys can stand the spammers. I usually don't have a lot of spam on YouTube. I guess it's a good sign when the spammers bother checking out your channel or when they send their bots. But yeah, this is working nicely. I'm gonna try the bigger diamond file now. I don't know if Slash can repair guitars. I don't know. I just know that Van Halen used to do a lot of that stuff. This one was a bit too big. I'll go back to the small one. So obviously the more I file away from the fret wire, the more I will be needing to recrown. And of course, if you have major issues with your frets, you might have to file them down to the point that, you know, it's not really playable anymore. And if if you're confronted with that kind of situation, I would definitely recommend you take the guitar into a luthier. It might not even be the fret wire that is the problem. It could be something else related to the setup. But in this case, this guitar still has a pretty good setup. And I don't actually have a big problem with buzz. But the cool thing is, I know that after I've done this, I will be able to bring down string action even more. Because here, there were offending frets. Okay. Oh, it's been shaking. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's try again with this is my fret rocker, and it's still rocking a little bit on the main offending frets, which is here, what did I say, 17, I can't even count, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So around 21. Fret 21. Let's try some more here. Okay, let's do some leveling. Nice. Mr. Goat, you have bad news. Oh, ECBCLS, tell me the bad news. What's up, my man? Long time no see. Why on earth would someone spam you? Just playing it. Yeah, I don't think it's personal against me. I just think it's you know, whenever there's a bit of traffic, you have spammers as well. So yes, whenever there's a bit of oh, we have 233 people from YouTube. That explains why we have spammers here. Lots of people on YouTube, which is awesome. Welcome, guys. But when you have 233 people watching, you always have someone who wants to spam. That's okay. We can live with that. And come on, frets. I really wasn't expecting to do this now. I was hoping I would just start, you know, removing the strings and then start crowning. But I guess I should be happy about finding that offending fret, because as I explained earlier, if you discover this after you've done the crowning, you're going to have to redo stuff. I don't know why it's so freaking burnt, this image. Is this better? Yeah, I think this is better. Do you ever repair artist guitar? No. I wouldn't want to charge anyone for this. Oh, ECBCLS, you picked up the piano. That sounds awesome. We can jam. That's not an issue, ECBCLS. That's a good thing. Well, putting down the guitar isn't a good thing, but exploring new instruments is. And actually, I could have removed the strings first. That would probably have been handy. But I'm so used to, these tools are made for, you know, using when the guitar is stringed. So you can do this, and I'm so used to doing it this way. But obviously, it's easier if you remove the strings. That speeds the process up even more. But I guess it's a good thing you get to see how I do this with strings on. Come on, frets. I'm freaking tired of this now. I want to get to the crowning part. Let's check with the rocker. It's getting better now. Yep. No rocking. Solid. Yes, we did it. You'd think that after all these years, I've had this guitar for I think around 10 years, you'd think that the frets would stop, or the wood would stop moving. But I guess that's why you have these, what are they called, like caramelized fretboards or something. Because wood always moves, it doesn't stop. And that's a cool thing. I guess that's part of the reason why wood is such a exciting material to work with, and nice sonic material. But there are disadvantages to it as well. Okay, cool. I don't know what this specific leveling tool is called. I think it's maybe like a, oh yeah, I do, because it says it's a U file. U file. I guess it's because it's shaped like a, is that even a U? No, this would be closer to a U. So I guess that's why it's called U file. And it's a cool tool. I will be using their S file for the actual crowning later on. Is Instagram saying something? What's that tool you use to measure the fret level called? Gotta get one. So to measure the fret level, I use a fret rocker, and these are not necessarily that expensive, but it is worth getting. Maybe not the cheapest one, because the whole point is that it needs to be surgically straight. Otherwise, you can't be sure of the results. So this is a fret rocker. See if Instagram is saying anything else. This guy can play. Thank you, Ephraim. Instagram has a much better point of view than Facebook. How do you buy what, Furman? I think maybe you're referring to the tool set. So you can search for Music Nomad, and you're gonna find, I think it's called like a fret care set or fret crowning set. Follow, you like this, awesome. So, okay, how are we doing now? So what we got now was rocking on an adjacent fret, and that's pretty common. And what it usually means is there's actually a bigger area that needs to be crowned down. And I'm like doing one fret at a time. I could bring out a larger tool and do a bigger area, but that's pretty much only if I suspect that it's a really major issue. And I don't think it is. I just think it's again just a little bit of a wood movement, and it's a pretty much a normal thing. Let's see if I can attach this one any better. Hello there, here I am, by the way. Haven't shown my face in a while. This is not an AI video, in case you were suspecting it. Okay, I hope I'm done soon. Again, I was looking forward to crowning this guitar so I could play it, and now I'm just stuck fret leveling. But again, you have to do this in the right order, because again, if you discover this after you've crowned the frets and after you polish them, then you're pretty much going to have to redo a lot of the work, and I'm not interested in doing that. As fun as it is, redoing is not fun. There's a little bit of rocking movement, but it's so freaking small, I could probably ignore it. And actually, I think they have this tool that tells you fret level, fret seating. Yeah, they have their fret leveling tool. So basically, I think it's like if I can. It's like if I can't stick this super thin thing under, then it's not even worth fret leveling it. And I think pretty much that's where I'm at now. It's now very subtle, but I don't know, just the perfectionist in me. It's like, yeah, why not have it totally leveled so there's absolutely zero rocking happening? You know, once I'm at it, why not fix it perfectly? Why compromise? But maybe I'm shooting myself in the foot or something. I don't know. I think I'm done soon with this. I'm gonna do the fret leveling soon. There's a little bit of rocking movement here on the like 22nd fret, but it's so freaking small. Okay, let's try a little bit more. Oh, it's getting hot in here. I need some water. Sorry, just give me a second. And actually, this is the easy part when fret leveling. Actually, the crowning part is pretty physically demanding, I would say. At least if you have like a office job and you're not used to working with your body. After all, this is metal you're trying to file down with diamonds, so it's, yeah. But this part isn't that bad. Now I'm really approaching an area of the fretboard where I almost never play. I mean, who plays the lowest strings like on the 23rd fret? I don't think anybody does that, but... Or the lowest strings on the 23rd fret. I don't think anybody does that. Okay, come on, be done with it, be done with it. Yeah, Jacob, this is fun. It's very rewarding. I'm actually hoping that, you know, for every small step that I take in maintenance, that I'm eventually gonna start building, not building my own guitars, but at least assembling my guitars from parts. That would be pretty cool. I don't have enough skills, I think, yet to put together like a neck and a body. And definitely not the skills for cutting a neck out from wood. I have never done anything like that. The most advanced thing I ever did was what I showed you in the beginning of the video, to just give my LP style guitar a bit of a contour to make it a bit more comfortable to hold. That's like the most advanced woodwork I've ever done. Yeah. Okay. Still a little bit here. Why can't I just get rid of this? I think I'm gonna call it done soon. It's just this 22nd fret that just doesn't want to give up. Maybe we can try a different angle. Let's see here. Yeah, well, now you can see a bit better what I'm trying to do here. So it's this fret, and you should be able to see now. There's a lot of these frets are looking pretty flat now, and that's what we want to fix with the crowning. Just see if this. I'm just gonna check if my kids want something. No. There we go. Okay, so. Oh, just a second. Okay, I have to interrupt this. Something has happened in the house with the kids. Sorry, I'm gonna have to continue another time. See you.